Ladies and gentlemen, people of the global economy, we're here to discuss how to start day trading. This is Technical Trades. I'm Connor Byington, signing you in, or another lesson, shall we say. So if I haven't scared you off yet, I will say it's a pain in the ass though. You could go do something else. Anyways, that's the disclaimer. So, what do we got? How to start day trading. So, you're a brand newbie. I think that's English. Anyways, and you don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. How do I start day trading? How do I make a trade? How do I make money doing this? You know? I see everyone else do it. Open up a Robinhood account. Do that. But that's the first part. Broker. You need a broker. And a reliable one. A platform, if you will. Robinhood, I mean, maybe. If you want to. Go for it. Try it. What do I care? And for me personally, I use Thinkorswim. Pretty cool platform. There's also a plethora of others, such as Interactive Brokers, Webull, TradeStation, Lightspeed. If you want to get real crazy with Lightspeed, go for it. This is just really expensive. So that's the other thing you gotta know. This is why I hate talking about trading. It's just so boring. You got fees and all that kinds of different things between every single broker. Fill speeds, how you get filled, and all the different mechanics of order entries and OCO brackets and all that stuff. I mean, every single broker is different. You can call them at any time. Usually they have 24-hour service. Next on the list, education. Now, where do you get education? Maybe it's from Technical Trades. No, don't come here. We do not sell courses here. Okay, education, you can start on YouTube. I started on YouTube. I started, just doing whatever. Placing options trades on earnings reports, which do not do. I do not recommend that. That is not a good idea. So yeah, YouTube, there's obviously Discord rooms. I would highly suggest getting a coach. Getting a coach would be super beneficial right when you start out. I mean, if that's the one thing I could do or do all over, I'd get a coach almost. The lighting's better this way. Yeah, I'd get a coach right away. That would save so much time, so much energy, so much hassle. Courses, obviously. You need a course, but where do I get a course? That's the whole thing, Just, I mean, you may fail along the way here and lose some money. I got lucky, so I started out watching YouTube videos, and I just bought the course from the guy I was watching a YouTube video from. And if they only have a live Discord, a live trading Discord, I'd say pass. Don't do it. Check to make sure they have a website, they have courses, and if it's, again, this is kind of difficult. If it's expensive, obviously higher quality, generally you're going to get the bang for your buck, right? So there's that. Obviously, when you go into this, have a business mindset. You need research and development. You need to be scanning through all these websites, seeing if they're legit or not. Okay, so that's education. Also, I drew a line. Hit that like button if you like the line, but if you don't, I usually say sharing is caring, but in this instance, next! Okay, once you've done all that work, I would start in a simulator. Highly recommend doing that because, you put real money on the line, you're just gonna lose it. It doesn't matter what you do. You may win, sure, go for it. Win all you want, but you're also gonna lose. That's a problem. What else do I got in here? Do not put real money on the line when starting out. And buy courses, right? That's the only money you need. You do not need to put your money in the market in order to learn and get better. So just use a simulator. Next, we have stay away from Wall Street bets. Stay away from Wall Street bets or anything of the like, such as Reddit, Instagram. You'll see all these people posting fake P&Ls. You'll get FOMO. Chat groups. When you find a course and a reliable person to learn from, I would say don't watch their P&L. P&L posting is toxic. Do not participate in that. He's not going to show you that he just lost. It's not real, So, next, filter out scammers. So obviously there are going to be a lot of scammers out there trying to take your money without it even being in the market. The market is going to take your money no matter what. And these guys, you really can avoid giving your money to. Obviously you're going to fail along the way. You're going to find fake people, all that stuff, and that's fine. It's just part of doing business if you want to get into this. But you're here for a reason. So if you're here, you're still here watching this video and you want to be a day trader, let's do it. Let's fucking do it, okay? So filter out scammers. So I was watching this guy, and here's a story for you. I was going through a little bit of a tough time. I already had all the education I needed at this point in my journey. But I was still working on making my own strategy, and I was having major doubts about it. So I thought, oh man, how do I get better? How do I make sure the strategy's working? And just my mind was eating me apart, and I was like, I need another guru, right? I need another trading guru, and I need this guy to tell me that what I'm doing is right. So I find this guy on YouTube, and his name's Emmanuel Trades. I'm going to put it out there because I just don't think he's a real guy. I sign up for his stuff, and I watch his YouTube videos, and he's got like psychology, and his dad is, this trader. He's been trading for 10 years, learned by himself, blah, 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 all this garbage. And call up Emmanuel, and I get through his system, and he's got his henchmen calling me, all day long. They still call me. They still call me every day. They're like, I want you on board. I want you on board. And it's just, dude, get a life. There's plenty of other people. He has plenty of other subscribers. Why do you need to be calling me? That's a huge red flag, by the way. If they're constantly calling you, like, there's so many fish in the sea that there's no reason they should still be calling me and trying to track me down and get my money. Like, there's no logical reason for that. Anyways, I decided against it. The next day I hit a 6R trade, and I was like, I signed up for this meeting with this guy, and then the next day I hit a 6R trade, and I was like, fuck this. I don't need this guy anymore. I hit a 6R trade. I'm awesome, I'm on top of the world. And this guy keeps calling me. He called me like 10 times trying to get this meeting, and I felt bad, so I pick up the phone and I said, hey man, I'm sorry for wasting your time, but like, I was just in a moment of panic. That's why I called your business. And he's like, so you don't need me? I was like, no. And he's like, well, why? And he told me he wasn't mad, which is cool. Anyways, the point is, these guys will, they will portray like they're actual profitable, and they run a business, and they do all this stuff. And it's, even at like live traders, it's like, I don't know. Anmol is like swing trading mainly. He's a really good swing trader. I will say, really good swing trader. Day trading strategy. He tries to sell a 90% win rate strategy, and it's just on options. And it's like, you shoot for 30-cent targets. You win 90% of the time, but when you lose everything and more. I don't know, that just doesn't make sense to me. So there's a lot of that out there. I will say there's a lot of that out there. Being able to fake a P&L chart is way easier than I thought it was. So yeah, you gotta be careful of that. If you like this video, subscribe. I will see you in the next video.